Yo!
Going live.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a New Japan Strong Style review.
Strong Style Evolved.
Strong Style Evolved. Oh, Evolved with a D? I don't
Yeah.
know if I put that on the title. I might have just put Evolved.
Well, you're gonna have to edit that shit because it was definitely evolved. They
Um,
got weird. They got weird names for their events, man. It should have just been like, New Japan and USA.
thank you.
Because
Thank
like
you.
you got confused. Like we were gonna do a preview show,
Yeah.
and Dylan thought it was your regular, coming on in the middle of the goddamn night New Japan show,
It is New
and didn't
Japan.
know it was like prime time, LA fucking New Japan. So yeah, they really should have branded it better, man.
In my defense, too, one of my buddies at work was talking about it today, how he's like, oh, I was going to watch New Japan, but I didn't want to stay up late for it. I'm like, it was at 8 o'clock, man. I was like, what?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's in fucking the States.
Yeah. We gotta advertise their times better, man. But on the whole, like I guess we're gonna mostly talk about Bucks Golden Lovers because honestly, it was like the only useful thing on the card anyway. Um,
Switchblade.
yeah, and also there were some other things that mattered, but Switchblade, man, I don't know about that. I got my doubts about that motherfucker.
I just clicked on one of the links and that match was on. I was like, should I watch it? No, I'll just go tag.
No, it was a big waste of time. It was unfortunately in a bad spot in the card too. Like these Japanese cards seem to run about 4 hours, and they were like right before the match everybody came for. There was no intermission, and I think everybody was taking a piss, honestly,
Oh, more than likely, yeah.
because that crowd was fucking dead for those two, man, dead,
Oh, yeah.
dead, just dead. And it was like an okay match, but like those guys are kind of like lower mid card guys, and it really showed. And then after Jay White, oh sorry, what's his name? Dave Finlay came out, Fit Finlay's son, and like challenged for the U.S. title. So like this title's like a lower mid card title at best at this point.
Yeah, because Jay White has
The
it, right?
people that are challenging for it, yeah.
Jay White beat Kenny, eh?
And he's super underwhelming, man. Like I like the gimmick, but I don't really think he fills it that well, and I don't really think he's getting over. But the dudes he's getting as challengers, like they're solidly like mediocre. No offense, Hangman Page. I know he tries hard, but he's not really there yet. And it's just like it's turned into a lower mid card title. And when Kenny won it, I thought it was gonna be a little more than that.
But I mean, it is technically like it's like the U.S. title, right? And the WWE, like it is considered.
Yeah, it's
to,
their like third or fourth title because they have like the Neverweight title and the Intercontinental title too. And like I would say, arguably the Neverweight's more. I mean, it's older and people of who are like challenging for it are of a higher caliber than like these kind of up and coming former Young Lion kids. So we'll see where it goes. It feels like Shawn Michaels in the European title.
Yeah.
Where like the first European champion was Shawn Michaels, and then everybody else was like mid and low and really forgettable. They started high and then it just went downhill.
Well, I get the reasoning behind it. Like you give it to like a really established guy to start off, so it's like, oh, this belt means something, and then whoever beats it from them kind of gets a rub, and then hopefully that rub kind of rubs off like down the line. But yeah, it seems like it's probably not it.
I don't think it's working for Jay White, man. We'll see. I still keep it an open mind because he's got a badass gimmick, but I don't know. It seems like a little kid playing dress up.
He's a big dork, man. Not gonna lie.
He's kind of a dork, right? He looks like a dork. They'll give him time to grow into it. They're really patient, right? So they'll see what happens. The other thing of like the whole card was basically like tag matches, kind of like random tag matches. You had like Bullet Club on Bullet Club, which was fucking weird. Cody and Skrull versus Tamatonga and Tangaloa, and it was like they tried to pull this like the Gorillas of Destiny.
Yeah, but does that make sense?
And they tried to pull this like Bullet Club divided thing.
Yeah,
and just in a promo before the match, and it just like I don't know, it kind of came off okay, I guess. Yeah.
But if you watch Being the Elite, you knew that there was kind of like
there's tension, but it's like I don't know if it was enough to build like an actual match, Bullet Club match. Like those things are inter squad matches, man. That's shit. That should be sacred,
Yeah.
It feels like they didn't know how to fill out the card in a lot of ways. Like there was just tag after tag after tag, like meaningless tags, Like I enjoyed Toru Yano and Chucky D tagging, but like Jesus fucking Christ.
Isn't that kind of like New Japan's like format though? Like pretty much any show they do usually has a lot of like multi-tag matches, right?
Yeah, I just like it's like a big, it's their second American show, and like I thought they should have brought it a little harder. Like there was only one title match, and it was fucking Jay White. And like Okada was in a tag, Suzuki was in a tag. Like Evil's injured, so they couldn't have a tag title match because him and Sonata are tag champs. But it was just, I don't know, it was a lot of the same. I got a little bored, like honestly, halfway through. I don't usually get bored New Japan stuff, but I got a little bored. Nothing really mattered that much except Switchblade and Zack Sabre Jr. and Okada in a tag match, which was because they were setting up for their title match in a week.
Yeah, too, yeah.
Sabre won the New Japan Cup, which was really, really good too. And he's on a really hot run, man. He looks fucking great right now. He won full with submission, which was just like, I don't know how often Ishii submits, but like, holy shit.
It's bullshit. Ishii never submits.
He like verbally, like he nodded, man. Sabre had him so tied up he couldn't even tap.
No, it was like the whole Mankind I quit match.
I quit. Hey, go back and watch it. Sabre stretched his ass out. It was like, and then Sabre, jumped Okada after and stretched his ass out too, and like hurt the Rainmaker arm. So like, Ken Okada hit the Rainmaker because his arm's injured by Sabre. So good story, man. I like Sabre as a title challenger. It's cool.
That match gonna happen
Sunday, apparently.
Oh, there's like a pay-per-view or something?
Just one of their, I don't know what it is. They have their periodic, like, monthly Japan shows.
Okay.
And if it wasn't for this card, like, probably the top matches would have just been on that instead.
Cool. Maybe that's why they're holding
on. They did
that show in Japan.
Yeah, exactly. So they got to promote their own shit too. So yeah, but aside from that, the rest of the card was a bit of a waste of time, except for the thing we all came to see.
Yeah, the only one I watched.
Yeah. It's the only one worth watching, man. Like, if I could have gone back, I probably would have only watched that one. So,
I guess
Young Bucks, Golden Lovers, obviously, right?
Yeah. Oh, I guess we probably should have said the match. Yeah, if it wasn't.
I got my Bucks shirt on, representing, because those boys are fucking on fire, man. A few times, like today on the net, like the main criticism of the Bucks is like they can't tell a story, they don't sell and shit. That was all they did in that match.
Honestly, like, I know I just kind of recently been watching the Young Bucks, but any match I've watched with them, like, they tell some of the best stories I've seen, and like they actually, like, I can actually follow. It's like some matches I watch, I'm like, okay, what story are you talking about? Like, their matches have a good flow to them.
Oh, I agree, man. Like, I've always liked the Bucks from like the moment I saw them. They're entertaining. They understand wrestling and what makes a good show for the fans. They're not just going through the motions. Mm-hmm. And like that thing was like an Oscar story last night. That thing built and was layered, and like there was so many storylines and so much drama, and like it's excellent. I tweeted that last night. It was an Oscar-winning wrestling match.
Yeah, no, I was watching. I was like, "Fuck, I should write shit down because I'm gonna forget everything they did because it's so much."
I know. It was just like the build on the back. Like I assume Matt Jackson's back is actually hurt, but they've just been building his back injury on being the elite for like a month now. And I wonder if like the whole fucking thing was a work, man. Like he's just been talking about his back being sore so that they could work up to this match.
Possible. Because like
have it be like this personal thing.
It works better, right? Because in terms of like the bat, it's like not only does Kenny not want to like fight these guys, but he's like, fuck, one of them's like severely hurt and I could take advantage of it, but I don't want to. And fucking Ibushi is just like, no, fucking do it. Like, we're a team. You better do it. Like, it was
that was awesome. Like, it was a great, like, right at the start, like, Ibushi, like, wrecked his back with a kick, and Kenny was like, no, man, like, we can just, we can beat them. It can just be wrestling, And then there's the animosity built, like, Spotter, like, Nick would get pissed, Matt would get pissed for Nick, and, like, Nick would get pissed for Matt. It was, like, defending his brother, and then Kenny defending Ibushi, and clearly choosing Ibushi a few times and increasing intensity throughout the match, and, it was just, man, it was so good.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate Ibushi. Ibushi's a dick. He's tearing them apart. He's evil. I don't trust him.
God.
I don't trust him.
Oh my god. That's the greatest, one of the greatest men in the world, Dylan. Did you see him?
He's at a game. He's playing some game, man. He's pulling the elite apart. I don't like it.
There is no game. Him and Kenny just love each other, and it's pure. It's pure and it's wonderful, and that's all this is.
He's gonna turn on Kenny, man. Watch. He's gonna be like, I took the bucks from you, and now you got
Oh
nobody.
my god. If this ends up with Ibushi being like the Bullet Club leader or something, I am gonna lose my shit. Holy crap.
Not
That
even
would be
book club.
fucking incredible.
Not even book club. He's just
No, but
like you went off and did like better things than I did. Like you got to wrestle Okada for the belt and shit. Like fuck you.
mm, that'd be cool, man. I hope they get a nice solid tag title run before that or something. It's just kind of like they're turning into like the New Day, where it's like it's so beautiful and like magical you don't want it to end. Like I don't want to see them turn on each other. I don't want Big E to turn on those boys. I don't want Ibushi or Kenny to turn on each other. Some things need to be pure and magical, Dylan, in the world of wrestling.
No, I'm the pessimist here. I always see the shit in it. But yeah,
like the spots, man, like the epic spots. Like, did you see that moonsault Ibushi blew?
Okay,
they did
so
the cross ready.
yeah, I was gonna say this. Do you think like obviously he probably just like botched them, but the crazy thing is like you can also make it seem like it's part of the storyline because Kenny and Ibushi haven't tagged in a while, so it's like they're a little rusty.
Yep.
So it's kind of like you can easily play it off as like, no, I didn't fuck up. Like it was part of it.
I really liked that. Like, you can totally see it that way too. I agree.
Because there's
I think that it was. I think it was kind of that in real life. Like, I think there was a couple fuck ups, and I think it was because Ibushi was like too excited, and he was like trying too hard.
yeah,
You know, like that guy usually just kind of go fuck. He like wrestles and it's fun and stuff. And this was like a really big deal and something he's like been waiting for. And like I don't think he gets a ton of that in wrestling because like I think very little seems to matter to Ibushi, but I think this actually matters to Ibushi.
okay.
And I think like he's thinking about it too much, and like he overshot the fuck out of that moonsault, man. Like he did you see like the raw video of it, like the actual blown spot from like the different
one
like
where they
the
both
fan
opposite ropes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't know. I was gonna check to see if I could find one.
There's something on Reddit, and it's like just a fan cam, like straight on the ring. And so he runs, and he's going way too fast, and goes to like plant his legs, but just goes right over the top, and basically falls down, runs around the ring post, and tries to save it. So he fucking jumps up onto the ring post, flips in midair, and does like a standing salt off a ring apron to try to save it. But then Matt Jackson tried to save it too, and so he got too close. And so Ibushi missed the makeup moonsault too. And so he missed two in a row, and then he just headlocked him and threw him to the ground.
Yeah, I saw that because they showed that part. Yeah,
it was amazing. It was like Ibushi, like, yeah, he overshot it, but oh my god, look at that, he saved it. No, he didn't. Like, it was just like this weird sequence of events where like Matt took a step forward and it was just too far, and he just missed him, and he was like, "Fuck, two spots in a row, like bang bang, just missed." Like those four guys, you know.
Because yeah,
but aside from that, it was pretty glorious.
There was the one where they did like the rolling things, moonsault.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like after it happened, Kenny kind of looked at Bushi, was like, "You okay?" Kind of like fucked up. So it's like kind of
I thought his Ibushi's bell was wrong or something there.
That's what they kept
like right in the middle there.
You know? Like he might be concussed.
He seemed a little spacey, you know, like he was on the mat and he was kind of like, you know, he sells pretty well, but you never know.
I don't know. I think your theory is pretty accurate where it's like he just got way too excited and kind of just like was going a mile a minute, right?
I think he was just too hype, you know, sports, man. Like you get it. You run out there and you're all hype and then you're so tired and blasted like 2 seconds later.
I know hype. Don't you worry.
Master of hype. But yeah, like it built pretty beautifully. Like aside from the back, like Ibushi trying to get Kenny to like turn evil, you know, like turn on his friends fully, and like just stacking, and like Kenny wasn't gonna kill Matt, and then Ibushi was like, "No, kill him," and then he killed him with the knee. I also loved he was gonna give him the one-way angel, and he was gonna stop because he was like his heart. You know, it was too much for his heart. And Matt was just like, do it, motherfucker. Don't, you know, if you're going to plant me. Don't do it because you fucking love me. I love that shit.
That was good.
So good.
That was good. And whenever Matt was on the top rope and he looks like he's going to do like a moonsault or something, and then he just turns and does the fucking table spot. That was sick. Because even Nick, no, what are you doing?
That was awesome, man. Like the drama of it all. Like that table, like the table got introduced really early, right? And they had like 3 false table spots, and then you didn't even see that one coming at all, and then just all of a sudden he's flying to the outside going through the table. Awesome. awesome. And it was perfect. That was an absolute perfect elbow drop through a table.
Oh yeah, and it was good too, like you said, like because I think Matt pulled it out right away, and Nick was like, "No, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck?" Yeah, just
because that was it too. Like Nick was all like, he was pissed, man. He was ready to go. Like he was ticked at Kenny. He was wanting to fight, and Matt was like, "No, like kind of." Matt was doing the Kenny thing, like we can settle this. It's okay, you know. But then everybody just got pissed at each other by the end of it, man.
Yeah,
like it was wonderful, like really wonderful. And then they still let it go after that too. Like they still built a story coming out of it, where like you know Kenny made up with Nick, but not Matt. You know, and then Cody came out, fucked everything up, and stuff, and like, and it was just like like Cody and Kenny are coming up at the Ring of Honor show. So I don't know when it is, but it's pretty soon. Like I think it's the next thing they'll build to.
You think they'll do Mad and Ibushi?
Maybe. Yeah.
They seem to be the two guys who kind of aren't aligning. Like Nick and Kenny are kind of cool, but
that'd be cool. I wouldn't be surprised if like Matt kayfabes this back injury and like takes a bit of time off or something. You know, I'm really obviously interested to see the next being the Elite. Because like, you know, that's going to be like the aftermath of this, right? Probably like a bit of rough and then the aftermath. So
this is okay. While we're talking about being the Elite, I just have to say one thing about it that kind of like frustrates me a bit. Like I get it, but it's just like a little thing where it's they film the show themselves, and most of the footage is them. So it's like half of it's like raw footage, and half of it is considered like a scripted show, right? Which is really confusing because then they do shit where it's like they have the raw footage and then they have the one in the last one where Kenny films something for the Young Bucks, like a confession saying like I'm sorry, and then you see Cody manipulate it, and then we watch the Young Bucks watch it, and it's like you guys put this on your channel. Obviously you saw it. It's just like little.
I'm sure Nick and Matt edit it too, right? So like I know they're the editors and they edit that shit on the road on their laptops. So like yes, you have to suspend disbelief a little. It's like
it's because
in WWE, like cameramen don't exist in WWE. Like they're witness to all sorts of terrible things, but you know they cannot speak a word of it.
It's just funny because they blend like reality with fiction, and it's like
I know it's like it's it is. It's like a blend of like a web series and a reality show, right? And like it's some of it's like gimmicked and some of it's like real and some of it's real gimmicked. You know, like in the airport, but they're doing gimmick things, like you know, shit like that. Some of it's just real. Like some of them, it seems like they're just fucking burned out, and they're like, "Dude, I'm burned out. Fuck this shit." Click, you know. Like, but like, best thing going, man. They built this shit really well. But I'm intrigued to see what comes out of it too, because that was like everything I wanted it to be. I don't know. I thought it started a little clunky, like everybody was trying too hard, but then it kind of settled out after about 5 minutes and really got good and just got layered and built. It was one of the longest tag matches I've ever seen too. Like 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing was they weren't so much focused on like the match itself as they were the story throughout the match. Like it was a lot of just like I don't want to do this, I want to do that, and which works for the style match they're doing. Like I'm sure they could go hard for 20 minutes and just go balls to the wall.
Yeah. Well, I feel like this is going again sometime. I don't know fucking when. But I feel like this was just like the opening one. You know, like we'll probably see this 2-3 times. Right?
Well, you think it's going to be something like Golden Lovers win the titles and Young Bucks finally challenge for them or something?
Yeah, or the other way around. I think it might
win the heavyweight titles.
They just declared heavyweights.
I know, but you think they'll end up like actually winning?
Yeah, for sure. They're the biggest tag team in the world, man. Like they'll be tag champs in whatever division they're in, wherever they are, at any time that they are active wrestlers. I would say they're like the Hardys and shit. Like they're always going to be the champ. And if it's like Poochie, man, if they're not the champ, you're asking why aren't they the champ? You know, like they should always be the champs, or just dropped it and trying to get it back. Like the junior tag titles, they were champs or like challenging like 90% of the time for the last 3 years. So
it's just interesting.
It was time, man.
It'll take for them to get to the title, though.
Yeah, I don't think too long because like they're already putting them in main events as a heavyweight tag team right now. Like this was pretty much their debut as a heavyweight tag team as this Golden Lovers match. So, and they both look a little bigger too. Like they put on a little bit of bulk.
Okay.
In the last like month or two. Matt more than Nick. I think he looked pretty fucking last night.
Yeah.
But like I think they're just they're going for it, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they're tag champs like this summer or in the fall. You know, definitely by Wrestle Kingdom. Like it lets them be in like the tag league or whatever, right? Like they do a little tag tournament like the G1 in the fall
Yeah.
to get the Wrestle Kingdom tag title shot, and that could be your rematch, right? It could be like the Golden Lovers win the tag titles, Bucks win the tournament, and there you got your Wrestle Kingdom match right there. So, and it'll be like balls to the wall crazy because it's like the second one, and they have to re-up on the first one and stuff, and like, you know, it's a classic. We'll see it again. All In too. They got All In coming up in September, right? So like, some of the stuff I think will be reserved for that.
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, you need some. Well, no, won't All In be Kenny and Cody?
Kenny and Cody are going to the Ring of Honor show in like a month, I think, or 6 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, they. Oh, okay. They're not doing the cruise.
I think they both are doing the cruise.
No,
I know Kenny's doing the cruise.
Match isn't on the cruise though.
No, if they gave that to Jericho, that'd be hilarious. Because like that's the thing at this point. Like they're building this web series. They're building all their storylines through the web series. So they're like kind of like giving out these matches to like the promotions that they're in. Like the Golden Lovers Bucks match was like New Japan, and now the Cody Kenny match is Ring of Honor. What are they keeping for All In? You know, like there has to be something pretty cool going on for All In, I think.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something massive. Yeah.
Yeah, because DB's not coming in, so.
And probably not CM Punk.
No, probably not. So, I mean, everybody else in the Indies is gobbled up pretty much by WWE right now. So, got to make a big splash, man, and you got to work with what you got, and that's pretty much who's on being the elite right now. Plus, maybe some New Japan guys, and you know, Pentagon and Phoenix and shit.
Yeah,
they both announced for it. So they're all in too.
Yeah, I saw that.
But yeah, coming out of this, man, like it's still hot. I thought they totally lived up to the hype. I would not be surprised if Meltzer gives us a 5 or maybe even a 6. There are a couple of botches, so I would hope that it's not a 6 because there was a couple botches. But this is Meltzer we're talking about.
Yeah,
it involved like 3 of his like absolute favorite dudes, and he also really really likes Ibushi. So like if Okada was in that match, if Okada was tagging with Kenny against the Bucks, Meltzer might have died, like literally died at ringside, like heart explosion. So, you know, we'll save that for some other day, I guess. But it'll probably be a 5-star. It's like easily a 4.5, 4.75, like minimum.
I think it'll probably get a 4.5.
Yeah, it was just so epic, like so dramatic, so epic, so good. 45 minutes, man. Like I don't know. I mean, like greatest tag match I've ever seen. I assume you also agree was DIY Revival.
I wouldn't say the greatest tag. No, yeah, like the Revival stuff probably better just because it was like a full-on match. Like this one, like I said, was more of there was a lot of shit going on. So
yeah,
great.
Like I don't know. That's what I was gonna say. Like I don't know if it's the greatest tag match I've ever seen. Like I still think Revival DIY in Toronto live was. I mean, maybe because it was live, I'm biased, but like that shit was a goddamn religious experience.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to say that it was better than that because I don't think it was, but really, really up there.
It's really two, that's the thing, right? It's two different kind of styles. Like you're looking at it, so it's hard to compare them to begin with.
This was all story, man. Like I was in this for the story, and those guys told a fucking 5-star story. Absolutely. From like a wrestling perspective and a storyline perspective and developing their shit and selling t-shirts. I'm gonna buy the fuck out of that Golden Lovers t-shirt too. The fuck out of that shirt.
Yeah,
man. That was pretty it. I mean, like I was a big fan. Big fan. I thought the card was pretty solidly mediocre until we got into why we were all there. And that totally saved it. And I have very good memories now of Strong Style Evolved. I was thinking they kind of phoned it in, and I think we can all agree that they kind of phoned it in terms of match card and stuff like that. But I think everybody worked pretty hard. Like every match was pretty fun. I did not care for Killer Elite Squad and Yano and Chucky T or whatever the fuck that was. It sucked. But like most of them were pretty good. Naito was pretty cool. Naito, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Naito got like almost nothing on this card. He was just in an 8-man tag. And that crowd popped harder for him than almost anyone all night. And what I've been saying about Naito for fucking a long time is like, I think New Japan, I think that's their guy. I think that's their American guy. Like, I don't think it's Okada as much as Naito. Like, I think Naito is the guy for North America, and they really should push him a lot harder in these fucking American cards.
You don't think it's Omega? You think Naito bigger than Omega?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in terms of maybe not. I mean, like, they're homegrown Japanese guys, you know?
Oh, okay. So you're saying
like Omega is still like Canadian, and he's not like he didn't come up through the dojo and everything either. Like, I mean, like one of their like OG guys.
Yeah.
Like, it would be Naito. Like, the crowd fucking exploded. The dude is so cool. Like, he's ready to go, man. That would be my only complaint, was that Naito got a tiny role and he should have been a starring role with a spotlight.
Fair enough.
But they have another show coming up. They're coming back in July. So July in San Fran.
Oh, cool. Nice.
At the Cow Palace, which is where WCW used to run a shit ton. So some nice like wrestling history in the building.
Yeah, nice.
But it only seats 12,000, man. Like, I don't get it. They sold out this one. It's a 10,000 person place in like 10 minutes. And they're going to go just book a 12,000?
You know,
it's leaving money on the table.
You know, like, you know, I mean, you can sell 10,000, you sell 12,000, like slowly. Like, there's so many arenas, like you can go 15. Just take your time.
Yep.
You don't want to go
all of a sudden. The only route,
it's like, fuck, you get like half.
They book like 5,000 people in most of the Japan shows, right?
Okay.
So like tiny little halls. So like they don't mind booking 10. 10's like a kind of a nice show, but like they can book 15. Like, they're just leaving money on the table. But yeah, they'll be back in July. Hopefully a better card, but this was still pretty rocking.
Oh yeah, cool. You heard it here first from us. Not first, like overall, we heard it first from us.
A few other people. It's been like 24 hours. Some other people have said it, but
no, I mean like in general, like KPS.
Oh,
hearing it first from I don't know.
From us.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. My computer's starting to make noises again, so we should probably wrap it up.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, good stuff. So we'll hit you sometime later this week.
Yeah. No more. Probably want to we'll do the Raw and SmackDown reviews on Thursday.
On Thursday. So we're gonna do a new show called This Week in Wrestling or something like that. Better title. And yeah, so we'll see you on Thursday. Hey, everybody. Thanks for showing up. New Japan, KPS, at Punch Stomp.
Peace.